Hey guys, welcome back to Module 2. Now inside this module, we're going to be looking at exactly how to create your killer product. So without further ado, let's move on to the first step. Now without a doubt, inside any online business, mind maps are essential. Now, I learned the hard way. I ignored so many people when I first started out. Didn't bother getting a mind map. Thought I'd be able to do it. Keep notes in my head. Keep notes on a slip of paper. Now that's great and all, but mind maps just makes things so easy to organize, to get everything in detail, and I mean every aspect as well. I map out everything from my product content to my sales copy to the sales funnel, my upsells, what's going to be going on inside of them, every detail, my marketing, how I'm going to advertise, how I'm going to promote, how I'm going to drive traffic, my back end, how I'm going to monetize, my emails, everything can be put into a mind map. Everything, anything you can think of. Now what you do is you break down every detail and every idea. I'm actually going to be taking you inside a mind map for the front end, 5-figure funnel profits. So the ebook that you guys bought, I'm going to actually be taking you inside the exact mind map I used to create that ebook. Okay, and this mind map only took me around 20 to 30 minutes to create. And when it's all open and everything's there, it's massive. It really is. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, how I broke down everything. Okay, so what I actually use, I just want to make you aware of the software. I know I made it aware in the ebook 5-figure funnel profits, but if you missed that bit or maybe can't remember, I actually use MindMeister. Now MindMeister has two options, a paid option and a free option. Now the free option is ideal. It's perfect for if you're starting out and you don't really have loads of projects going on. So you get free mind maps. Okay, if you use all three of them, then you can delete one and you can create another one, but you can't have more than three. Okay, free active mind maps. So that's ideal for anyone who's starting out. So let's head on over to MindMeister, to my account, and dive inside my mind map. Okay, so here we are inside my mind map for the front end. You can see I've got the front end here. So with every mind map that you create, you're going to have this blue bubble in the center. Now this is obviously the center piece where you're going to be bringing all your ideas off, all the lines off. So I've just called it 5-figure funnel. And I've got the first bubble coming off it called the front end, and I'm just going to open it up. So sorry, before we move on, it's dead simple to use. If you are going to use MindMeister, so if I just minimize that and I'm on front end here, you can just click this little cross button that I'm hovering over to add an idea, and you can add whatever bonus, upsell, whatever point that you're trying to get across and write about. Okay, so here's mine. I've got 5-figure funnel profit. So this is the name of the ebook. I'm going to open it up further, and you can see that I've got broken down each chapter that's covered in the ebook. So if you were to open the ebook now, the 5-figure funnel profits, you'll have the introduction section, then the niche research section, product creation, domain and hosting, setting the funnel up, recruiting affiliates, and launch. And then I've got resources as well at the end, which I haven't included in this mind map. So what I do is I've mapped out every step, every chapter that I want to cover inside the mind map. I'll make a list. I list all of these. Then I go about breaking each one down. So the introduction, I knew I wanted to cover a little bit about me, a little bit about my background, definitely about my 5-figure launches, which obviously that's what the product's about. So I needed to get that in there, and also proof to prove to you guys that this was real life. It's not just me talking a load of crap and making it up. This actually happens, following these steps, you're going to get the same success. So I wanted to show you that proof. So then I went on to the next section, which was niche research. So I already knew what I needed to cover. I needed to cover how to find a hot niche, and also, are people spending money? Okay, so then I had those two ideas. They were the two main points that I wanted to cover within niche research. So what I did was, again, I broke each one down further. You can see in the finding a hot niche, I wanted to break it down into affiliate platforms, forums, social networks, search engines, and Q&A sites. All the places that I use to research whether a niche is hot or not. Then obviously I wanted to work out if people were spending money, and no better place to do so than the affiliate platforms. You know, I remember in the module just before, in the niche research module, we went to JVZoo and we saw what were the top sellers over the last 30 days, over the last 7 days, even today. You know, so I think it was video and software, right? So that's where I knew how to find where if people were spending money. Okay. So I'd broken down that bit. Then the next section was product creation. So what I wanted to cover was mind map, the type of products that you can create, upsell ideas, and graphics. Okay, so then again, I broke each one down. I broke the types down into ebook, into video, into audio, and into software. Okay, these are the 4 types that most people create. And again, I broke each one down further. The types of video you can create, the software to use to create and edit videos, and scripting content. Then for audio, software to record MP3s, and then creating your own software, buying rights to software at flipper.com, or outsourcing creation in Odesk. Okay, so this was just breaking down each and every product idea. Then upsell ideas, I just listed a few and covered those briefly inside the ebook. And again, graphics, creating your own using Photoshop or outsourcing cheaply to a site like Fiverr.com. Okay, so that was the product creation covered. All right, it literally took me minutes just to write this out. And you can see you get so much from it, right? You get loads from it. I can literally go over and create my module on product creation, and I know I need to cover the mind map, I need to cover about MindMeister, and I need to break down product sales copy funnel. I need to talk about the ebook, I need to talk about video, what types of video you can create, whether it be PowerPoint, over the shoulder, in front of the camera, and then I can break it down even further and use tips to creating PowerPoint, tips to creating over shoulder videos, and tips to creating directly in front of the camera. Okay, so the next module was then domain and hosting. So buying your own domain and your hosting account. I went through where I buy mine from, what hosting I use, how to change name servers, how to install WordPress, how to install Optimize Press 2, and also Amazon S3 to host your products and your graphics. Okay, all covered within the ebook. If you were to go through the ebook, 5-Figure Funnel Profits, you're going to be able to see each one of these breakdowns and details that I've covered inside my mind map. Then there was setting the funnel up. Now each section, now I knew how to set the funnel up. Okay, so I knew what was needed, so I broke down again each module that I was going to cover inside the setting the funnel up module, a module within a module, if that makes sense. So I needed to cover about JVZoo. I knew I needed to cover about sales pages, product access pages, JV pages, and opt-in pages, and also the autoresponder. Okay, so if I was to open all these up again, I've got different details that I need to cover in each aspect. Okay, so for the sales page, I go by 6 P's. So problem, promise, proof, product, price, and PS. Okay, and I've got a little bit of detail for each of these, each of the 6 P's. So this is already giving me a massive head start. Okay, then the exit pop, and then the product access page. So access to the product, bonuses, banners to upsells, high ticket webinar, all what you can put on the product access page, and what I put on my product access pages. Then we had the JV page, what to include on your JV page, all really important. All stuff that I've included on mine, which has led me to getting 5-figure funnels, you know. So it really is simple when you get into it, okay? And it's really fast, and it's quite amazing how fast your mind map can grow when you spend a little bit of time just getting into it and just breaking down each detail. And it'll save you so much time when actually creating that content, okay? Then the next section was recruiting affiliates, and I broke it down into 3 different methods which I use, which are launch calendars, Facebook, and affiliate platforms. And then finally, the last module was launch. So I just broke down a few things which you need to do just prior to launch to make sure that you've got ready and in action, so your launch is going to go really smooth. So those were the things that I needed to cover in that section. So I'm just going to head on back up to the center, and then I'm going to zoom out because I want to show you just how big this mind map can get when you spend a few minutes doing it. And like I said before, this took me literally 20 to 30 minutes to break down. Now I'm zoomed out quite a way, so you probably aren't going to be able to make it out very clearly. I hope you can, but you might not be able to. But you can see the top up here, the About Me, the introduction section. And I'm just going to scroll down. I mean, how much have we got to go off here? How much, you know, it's amazing, right? It's amazing just how much content it's easy to just map out just within in a few short minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to close that down a second, or add one. No, that's not what I wanted to do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom back in because I can't see, and I'm hitting the back button. Now, what I want to do now, what I want to show you is when you've got your mind map fully completed, all you have to do is, so this is a mind map I'm going to use, FFFP. I'm just going to click the little arrow button here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more because you might not be able to see very well. So there's a little arrow button here. Now I'm going to click that, and this gives us a few different choices. Now what I'm going to do is export. So I'm going to select export. Now I've got a free account. I've not got a paid account. So the free account, it limits us to what we can actually export, or what format we can export in. But what we can do is the one that I've already got selected, document outline, we can export like this. So all I have to do is click export. And we've got a Word document just downloaded to my computer. I'm going to open that up. Okay, so here you can see it, right? So I now have a Word document which I can print out or keep on open on my computer, and it's got every single detail in it. So there's a title, that our middle blue bubble that we're going off, the front end, 5-figure funnel profits, introduction section, and each breakdown point of the introduction. Okay, niche research, and then again finding a hot niche, and each breakdown of finding a hot niche. Are people spending money? Each breakdown of that. Best-selling products, JVZoo, Warrior Plus, ClickBank. Product creation. I mean, you've basically got a contents page, right? You've got a contents page for your ebook or for whatever you're doing. So you can just print this out. You can have it by your side whilst you're typing away for your ebook, or whilst you're building a video, or whatever you're doing, whatever product you're creating. Okay, so that's the mind map completed, guys. That's how easy it is. Really, really cool bit of kit. Essential when creating products, running a business. You really need to use a mind map. So mind map's covered, guys. Let's move on. Okay, so what you need to do now is you need to come up with a name for your product. Now there's a ton of ways which you can actually come up with this, but I like to break it down to this. I like to create 3 columns and come up with one idea. Okay, so you can see from the PowerPoint here, my first idea was Funnel Vision Blueprint. Now that name was good. I like the wordplay, the funnel vision as opposed to tunnel vision, but it wasn't what I wanted. You know, the product's about how to make money, how to build a 5-figure funnel. So I wanted a bit more clarity on that. I mean, Funnel Vision Blueprint, it doesn't really jump out as something that you're going to make money with. So that needed to change. So I then went down to the next row and I did a bit of wordplay and played around with the words, and I came up with Funnel Income Profits. Now that didn't go together. I didn't like that at all. So I came up then with 5-figure profits. And again, it just wasn't right. So then I came up with 5-figure funnel, and then I added profits afterwards. So maybe you should have 4 columns. 4 columns, 4 words is probably a bit too much, which I've used for 4 words. So I'm probably eating my own advice, but I think it's ample. 3 words is ample. And they've got to be catchy, they've got to stand out, they've got to make the potential customer aware of what this actually is, what the product's about. So 5-figure funnel profits, it basically is what it says, you know, it's how to build a 5-figure funnel and profit. Okay, so it's pretty much like this, guys. You can either do this on a computer, you can even print it off on a Word document. Just create a table with 3 columns, print it off, stick it on the fridge, on your fridge magnet, stick it on your wall, draw it on your whiteboard, and just play with it. Over the next couple of days, play with it. Start off with the first idea of the title of your product. You don't need to do it all in a oneer. You can come back to it. So then maybe have a break, go and do what you're doing, come back to it, have a look, add something else, go to the gym, go do your shopping, do whatever you've got to do, have a think about it, play with words, maybe come back up with something else, add another thing, ask your partner, ask your wife, your husband, your kids, if they've got any ideas what they think of the product title. You know, it's all about that. The title is probably one of the most important parts of your product because it's what's going to grasp and grip people. Okay, it's got to sound good. It's got to make people aware of what they're actually buying, what they're going to be getting, what they're going to be finding out. You also need to make sure when you've actually come up with the product title, you need to make sure that no one else already has this product out there. So a quick Google search will solve this. Just have a delve. Don't just go off the top results on Google. Make sure you go back a couple of pages just to make sure nothing is already out there with the same name. Really important, guys, because the last thing you want to do is create a product with exactly the same name as another product and then get into, well, who knows where that could go. Definitely not a good way. So make sure you do that. And again, another thing is you want your domain, the domain that you're going to purchase, you want it to be the title of your product or as close to. Okay, so make sure your domain, if so for 5-figure funnel, make sure that's already available. So I did that. I've got 5figurefunnel.net. So make sure your domain's available. You really want .com or .net specifically, okay? So that's naming your product done. Get that done now, guys. Get your product title started, get your column ideas up there, and then come back to it over the next couple of days and just break it down until you find an absolute humdinger. So next up, guys, creating your PDF, your ebook. Now we're going to go into the different types of products we can create, starting off with ebook. So remember we exported the mind map that we created. So now it's time to put that to use. You've got your contents page, remember? So now you can break it down. You can get it all there. You can get your contents laid out, exactly what you're going to be covering in your ebook. Now this is really true. I needed to get this out there because when I first created my first ever product back in August 2014, it was an ebook, and it took me so long to create. Not because it was massive and it was long-winded or anything like that, but because I just couldn't be bothered. I just kept on putting it off because it just seemed like too much of a chore, typing out all this content, all these 50, 60. But once I started actually writing and just getting it done and started typing away, I just couldn't stop. It was amazing. It really was. Now, I wasn't a big believer in school. I really hated school. A big believer is probably the wrong word. I do believe in school. But at the time when I was a kid and when I was going to school, I hated it. I hated sitting in class. I hated having to do schoolwork. It was just boring. So I think what it was is I associated writing my ebook with being back at school and having to write and do all that boring stuff. So it was basically just me being a pillock and just putting it off. And it took me like over a month to create an ebook, you know. But in actual fact, it only took me a day or two to write it. It just took me a month to get round to writing it. I kept on putting it off because I couldn't be bothered. So I suppose what I'm saying, I'm just going a long way around it, but what I'm saying is just get it done, guys. Just start it. You'll be amazed at what happens when you actually just take action and just start doing it. You know, it's the same with anything, with creating your first mind map, with researching your niche, with recording a video, with writing a script, everything. Okay, the worst part is starting it. Okay, the worst part is starting it. Once you've started it, it's an absolute breeze. You won't be able to stop. But it's just getting there and doing it. You just need to take action. That's the number one thing. So what else we need to do within our ebook is use images. Now, as I mentioned in the ebook, these need to be royalty-free images. There's a ton of sites on that you can find using Google search to excuse me, to find these images royalty-free. I actually use Fotolia.com. I posted a link in the ebook. I will drop a link under the resources under this video as well. Now, most royalty-free sites for images with the good quality images are going to be paid. Okay, you're going to be hard done by to find a site that offers really good and a wide range of really good images for free. Okay, so Fotolia.com is the one I use. There's stock photos. There's I don't know what there is. There's a ton. There's loads. So maybe you're already a member of one. Maybe you've got access to royalty-free photos already through some of their products that have been launched. Make sure you use royalty-free images. Don't be just swiping them off Google Images, because if the wrong person gets hold of your ebook and notices that those images actually belong to someone else, you could be in a whole world of trouble. Okay, so make sure you use royalty-free images. Now, what else you can do with images, as I've done in my ebook, if you were to go back to 5-Figure Funnel Profits, the ebook, you're going to notice that a lot of my images are actually images, instructional images. They're screenshots that I've done and taken myself as I've been creating my mind map, as I've been researching niches, as I've been creating products, as I've been buying domain and hosting. They're actually screenshots. I use a free software called Jing. You can just simply go to techsmith.com/Jing or just search Jing in Google, and it's basically a free screenshot software or screen capture software, and that's what I use. It also needs to be really simple and easy to read. Now, the way of doing this would be to, again, use images to break things up and for people to spice it up, but also using line breaks. So instead of like you've got to think of it yourself. When you see a big block of text, like, I don't know, 20, 30 lines of text without any line breaks, it looks like it's going to be a hard job of reading it. It just looks boring straight away. So breaking it up, I usually use a maximum of 5 or 6 lines before I have a line break, just for ease on the eye. You know, it just makes it easier to read. It makes it look more appealing, and it is so much more effective. It really is. This is key. You need to have your ebook proofread. So I actually use my mum, my dearest mother, to proofread all my ebooks, because she's a superstar, and she's really good at English and punctuation, spelling, grammar. So she's dynamite. She actually proofread my 5-Figure Funnel Profits ebook. So if there is any mistakes, then it's my mum's fault, not mine. I'm only joking. I really doubt there's any mistakes, because she's awesome. But it needs proofreading is basically what I'm saying. So if you don't have someone in the family or a friend who can do it for you, then you can either do it yourself or you can outsource it. Fiverr.com has a range of people, range of services, all really cheap, that you can outsource any type of work to. So I don't know the going rate. I imagine it's somewhere around $5 for 1,000 words proofread, or something similar to that. So if you had 6,000 words in your ebook, which I think is around what I've got for 5-Figure Funnel Profits, I'll check in a little bit, but I think there's about 6,000 words, so that'd be the equivalent of $30, okay, which is pretty cheap, right, to have proofread, and it'll save you a heck of a lot of time to focus on maybe building your upsells or your sales pages, you know. So definitely worth doing. You also, within your ebook, I'm actually going to open my ebook up, and 5-Figure Funnel Profits. So here we are, 5-Figure Funnel Profits. I'm just going to scroll down, because what I want to show you is the link in the footer. Okay, this is prime space. Okay, imagine 1,000 people bought your front end product. Now, not all of them are going to read it, of course, and open it up. Some people just buy it just for the heck of buying it, but there are going to be people, obviously a lot of those people are going to open it up. So you can link to your upsell or to related products, affiliate products, or your blog, wherever. This is prime advertising space. So this link down here is the footer link to this training, the platinum package, 5-figure funnel platinum. So people, some of you guys who are actually watching this video now are going to have come through this link here. After reading the ebook, you think maybe that you want a more detailed training in building your funnels, then you're going to click that link and boom, you've purchased 5-figure funnel platinum package, and you're watching these videos now. Okay, so absolutely essential to not put that to waste. Don't let it go to waste and not include anything to it. It doesn't have to be to your sales page. You could link it to your blog or your fan page to get more social presence, that sort of thing. Also within your ebook, you can put other affiliate links. So I'm just going to scroll down and try and find some. That's Warrior Forum link. Okay, so the MindMeister link inside my ebook here, MindMeister, this is actually an affiliate link. This is, I don't earn any money from it, but what does happen is I earn privilege to access another mind map. So on top of my free mind maps, I'll have an added mind map, if that makes sense, for no cost. Okay, but there's a ton of other, pretty much every link inside my ebook is an affiliate link. The Fotolia link is an affiliate link, so I'll make commissions of anyone who purchases royalty-free images through this Fotolia link. I'll quickly have a scroll through and see if there's any other key links I can see. Okay, the graphics link for Steve at GFX1, that's also an affiliate link, my affiliate link. So again, I'll be earning commissions off anyone who purchases any graphics through that. So it's just about maximizing profits. Okay, you've got all this advertising space within your ebook and your products, membership sites, that sort of thing. You can put banner ads or text ads. So it's just about maximizing your profits and making as much money as you can. It's also important to point out that every link that I've got, every affiliate link that I have inside this ebook is I also use myself and recommend. I'm not just linking to stuff that I've never used and I don't know the quality of. I use MindMeister. I highly recommend it. I use Fotolia. Again, I highly recommend it. I use Steve at GFX1. Again, I highly recommend him. And it's the same for all of my affiliate links. I don't just promote and recommend people or sites or companies that I've never used. You know, that's not what I do, because you don't know the quality, you don't know what the people who buy through your link are going to get. Whereas if you do use them and you do know what they're like, then you obviously know that the quality is going to be good, the service is going to be good, so I know you guys are going to be happy. So the next thing to do when you've got your ebook all sorted is actually save it as a PDF. Now, I know for a lot of you guys this is going to be dead simple and I'm going to be teaching you to suck eggs, but I just want to show for those of you when I get the right teeth in, for those of you who maybe don't know, it's really simple and I'll quickly show you. So you've got your Word document open, you've written all your ebook, you've added your links, you've added all your images, you're ready to go, you're ready to publish it as a PDF. All you have to do is go up to File, Save As, add it to wherever you want to save. I'll just put it in here for now. All you have to do is then select the drop down box where it says Save As Type. So that's Word document, it's already selected as. Select PDF and then save. Title it to whatever you want to title it as. Save it whichever folder you want to save it as. Hit PDF and save. That's it. You've then got a PDF, that's your ebook, and you're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so the next product type we're going to look at is creating video. So there's a number of options when shooting video products. We've got PowerPoint training, exactly like what we're doing here now. Also over the shoulder training, showing how to do something. Again, that's a mix of what we're doing now as I'm going over to MindMeister to build a mind map. We go into Word document to show you how to save it as a PDF. You know, that's all over the shoulder training. You're watching me on my screen as I perform and do an action. And there's also you yourself in front of the camera. So inside the members area, 5-figure funnel, you're going to be able to, the first video you see is a welcome video, and that's me in front of the camera welcoming everyone to the members area and to how to access the products and any bonuses that are available. So with any of your video training, you also need to have your mind maps, really important. Again, I'm sure you already know how important a mind map is. But using the exact same principle as with an ebook, you can break down your PowerPoint training, you can break down over the shoulder training, and you can even break down you in front of the camera. You can break it down into bullet points. You also want to have a script, or especially those people who maybe aren't as confident in creating a video or recording a voiceover something. Having a script just makes things so much simpler. And it's as simple as just breaking it down into bullet points. Just bullet point the points that you actually want to talk about in your video, or the aspects you want to cover in your training. So you are going to need some software if you are going down the route of creating videos. Now, there's two options as far as I am concerned. Now, the first option is a paid option, and it's Camtasia, and you can see I'm on the Camtasia screen here. It's actually by a company called TechSmith, and the URL to grab Camtasia when I get the right teeth in again is techsmith.com/camtasia.html. Okay, this is going to bring you up on this screen. That's no affiliate link of mine. I'm not getting anything out of this. This is simply me recommending an awesome software which you can record your screen and also edit your video to no extent. Okay, so you can grab a free trial with Camtasia, so you can try it out. You can do it with PC or Mac. Now, I use Camtasia to edit all of my videos. It is a really neat bit of kit. If you don't already have it, I really highly recommend doing so if you are seriously considering going down the route of videos. If maybe you're not really that concerned about videos, but you do want some software to capture your screen, then you can use the free software Jing, which we spoke about for me taking instructional images, step-by-step images, which I've used in my ebook. But Jing is a free software. It's also by TechSmith, and it's at techsmith.com/jing.html. Okay, you can download this for free, and you can. I'm going to open it up. I've got it as well if I can find it. Okay, so let's have a look at Jing. I'm actually going to open it up just so we can quickly show you. So you can see this crosshairs that I've got, this crosshatch. I'm not sure that's what you call it, but this is the simple drag to take your screenshot or your screen capture or whatever, and I can either select capture image or capture video. So I'm going to just quickly select capture image, and it's taking this screenshot. Okay, you can see this now, can't you? I'll move it around just to make sure you can see. Now we can also, you're going to recognize this from my ebook, but we've got the choice of adding an arrow. We can also add text. We can highlight something. You know, so it's pretty goddamn cool, right? This is free software. This isn't going to cost anything. Okay, you can also do it as a video. So if you wanted to screen capture a video, some video training over the shoulder, and not have to splash out on the more expensive software such as Camtasia, then Jing's a really good option. You aren't going to be able to edit it like you can in Camtasia, but you can shoot it. It's ideal for shooting small, short videos. Okay. So that is Jing. They're the two softwares I really highly recommend, whether you go down the paid route or the free route. Now, something else I really want to share with you is an idea for a product. Okay. Now, this is using video or MP3 audio. Now, it's actually been done a few times to really big success, and it's going down the route of Maybe if you aren't very confident in creating a video or showing people the training in video form, maybe you don't feel like you've got enough expertise in a certain area or niche that you're wanting to get involved in, then what you could do is you could interview the expert. Now, this would be it's a really good idea, to be fair. It's been done before, as I've already said, and to really good effect. So let's say, for example, you wanted to get into the solo ad niche of internet marketing and to make money online. Then you could look for the top guys, the experts in that niche. So there's a ton of them out there. So you'd maybe pick 5 or 6 of the top guys in solo ads selling, okay? You then approach them and ask them if you could maybe interview them. If you were to do so, then you'd be able to shoot a load of questions, get them on Skype or Google Hangouts, record the interview, and maybe do that to 4 or 5 different experts in that niche, and then package it together into a product, and you've got your product there. You know, you've got to think that's worth a lot. Okay, people wanting to find out information about solo ads and buy products in that niche, then you've got to think how appealing and how much value interviews of like the 4 or 5 biggest names in that niche is going to be to them. They're finding out all the juicy gossip, details, training and value from 4 or 5 of the biggest names. Okay, so that was just an idea I just wanted to throw out there, because I know for a lot of people starting out and creating their first products, it can be daunting. Creating video can be daunting. It's not the same as writing an ebook or typing away, because it's your voice and your face, you know, so it can be daunting. It really can. So that's just an option I wanted to chuck out there. The next product type is audio, okay, MP3. Now, this has gradually declined in products. You don't see as many audio products as you used to a while back. There are still some out there and they do still sell well, but MP3 is usually more seen as an added bonus to other products. So, for instance, you could pick up an ebook or a video training product, and the added bonus is it's also in MP3 format, so you could download it onto your phone and listen to it whilst at the gym or whilst in your car driving to wherever you're going. However, if you are going to go down the route of audio, then there is a software you can use, and it's called Audacity, and that's spelled Audacity. A simple search into Google, you'll be able to download that for free and use that, record MP3s with that software. Another option you can use for MP3 is actually something that I've seen recently by a well-known marketer, is his coaching calls. He's got a coaching program with live group coaching calls. He hosts, I don't know, fortnightly. But what he's done is he's recorded each of these coaching calls and he's ripped the MP3 and packaged, like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 weeks worth of coaching calls, and each coaching call MP3 into one product and sold that product on. Okay, so it's no expense to him. He's not wasted any more time, or he's not spent any time creating a product. He's just taken what he's already had out there. He's taken his coaching calls that he was already doing anyway to his coaching clients, and he's just used the MP3s and sold them, packaged them and sold them as a product, which I think is a really good idea, and it's a product there without spending any more time. We've also got creating software. Now, this is the last product type that we're going to cover, is software. Now, as we discussed and looked at in the first module, niche research, software is booming. We know software is massive. It's a all over the top sellers in JVZoo. However, it's very difficult. Okay, now most of us aren't going to be top coders or PHP experts or coding, whatever, I don't know. It's something I know very little about. However, that doesn't mean you can't have a software product. There are other ways to create software. So unless you're a master coder, then chances are you need to outsource. So Odesk, Elance and Freelancer are just a few to name of outsourcing sites. So I am here at Odesk, one of the outsourcing sites that I use quite often, and I just wanted to walk you through a job post. Okay, so you can log into your Odesk account, you can post a job. Okay, I'm just going to walk you through an old job posting of mine, and I don't mind sharing this idea with you guys. It's an idea that I actually had recently, a simple web-based software app which enables users to create banners. Okay, so advertising banners to place on sites. So that's the title. Okay, now the $500 was the price, the budget that I wanted to spend on this software being created, and then I had the job description. Okay, so this is basically it. You can use this as a template if you're going to be going down this option. I really don't mind. So it was just a simple heads up really. I need a web-based software application created that makes it easy for someone to create and fully customize banners. I want a simple, elegant and intuitive user interface. See the attached PDF document for more details. So I'll show you the document in a second. If you bid on this project, I need you to answer the following questions. Will you be available for bug fixes and future updates? What is your estimated time to completion of a beta version? Why do you think, I don't know why it's come up with that, why do you think you're qualified for this job? Are you willing to post updates on your progress at least 3 times per week? Prices can be negotiated, and if the right candidate is found, could turn full time. Okay, so that was the job description. And then I also had the PDF, that's not it. Then I also had the attached document, which is this. Again, you can pause this and swipe this. I have no problem with you doing that. But this was basically a walkthrough of what I wanted doing. I took screenshots from a similar software which I like the look of and which did a similar thing. So you can pause the video, you can swipe that if you wanting to go down this route. I have no issues at all with you doing that. So then I also posted the skills required, and just as I've looked into this, I have no idea why architectural design, why I've even added that as a skill, as if I wanted a building designing, which I totally don't. But PHP, which is a type of coding, scripting. Banner design is obviously a big one because I wanted this to be a banner software, website development and application programming. So all to do with web-based apps apart from the architectural design. And then, yeah, a few other things. It's really straightforward to create a job posting. Okay, they walk you through it, Odesk walk you through it. So then when you've got your job posting live, people who are related to the skills required, this is going to be showing up for them when they have a look through jobs. Okay, when they're looking through jobs that have been posted, and if this title catches their eye, then they're going to look into that. They'll be able to see the job description. They'll be able to open the attachment of the PDF, which walks them through what I want doing, and then they're going to be able to answer these questions and see whether they're the right fit for the job or not. So this is a great way of outsourcing the work. Okay, again, it can be expensive. All right, this isn't going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap to create a really good, smooth software. Okay, but if you're wanting to go down that route and you've got the money there, then it's an absolute awesome option to go down. Another thing you can do, apart from creating the software yourself or outsourcing it, is to actually buy the rights to software that's already created. So if you were to go over to Flipper.com, which is a site where people sell websites and softwares, I can just simply put in software in the search box, which is going to bring me back a full list of matches. But you need to do a bit of sifting because a lot of this is just going to be domains. You're going to be buying domains for network and software.com. This is domain only. It tells you just down below, domain only. So what I can do is we can go onto website. So you can have a scroll through all these results, and there are going to be some that aren't relevant and maybe just domains like just before, but there are going to be some websites and some web applications, okay, some softwares. So you can see here inboundyo.com, number 2 inbound marketing software after HubSpot for sale. Okay, monthly uniques 1,928, no monthly revenue or none claimed anyway, but you could have a closer look at that, the description, what the seller's saying, by just clicking on inboundio.com and having a look there. You can have another scroll down. You've got WP Click Store, automated sales site for ClickBank affiliate store software, instant domain sniper. You know, there's a ton of things to go through and have a look at, but you don't just need, this isn't just for you buying the rights to a software. Okay, if you're wanting to come down the software route and get a software created or create one yourself, then you can get some really good ideas inside flipper.com by scrolling through what other people are doing. Okay, there is some really good ideas. So that's software, guys. So let's head on back to the PowerPoint and move on to the next slide. So upsells. Now, I'm just going to list a few ideas for what you can use as an upsell. So first off, you can use an enhanced version of the front end product. So with my 5-figure funnel profits was an ebook. The platinum package, this package that you're in now, is more detailed video training. It's an enhanced version of the front end. It's me showing you exactly how to do everything that I covered in the ebook and more. You could also have a membership site. So this could be using Optimize Press to Member. They have a membership plugin that you can upload into your WordPress site. You could integrate it with Wishlist Member. There's a ton of different membership plugins out there that you can use, or membership softwares, and you can build your own membership site. So this is a great upsell because your front end could be an ebook or video training. Then you could have a membership site with content that you add every single month for a recurring fee. So people maybe pay you, let's say, $20 a month to be a member of the membership site, and it's recurring income. That's going to be coming in every month until they cancel. So membership sites are a really good idea for upsells. You could also offer a done-for-you service. Again, going back to my example with 5-figure funnel, my second upsell is the 5-figure funnel done-for-you service. So this is where I've had a professional designer put together sales page templates, squeeze page templates, product access page templates, you know, JV page templates, everything you need to build your own funnel. All you need to do is add your product and add your sales copy and you're away. Okay, that's all you need to do. I've saved you so much time, so much money. Okay, other ideas for done-for-you services could be you could build a website for customers, you could build a sales funnel for customers, you could build a product, you could offer SEO, you could create videos, edit videos. You know, the world's your oyster. And you could also create coaching programs for your upsells. Now, usually coaching programs are quite high ticket. However, you could create a 4-week mastermind as your last upsell, and this could be priced at $97 or $197, and it could be for a 4-week coaching plan, which is a weekly webinar. So 4 webinars in total, once a week, where you go through a different aspect of training. You could also maybe implement it into a Facebook group, so people pay a monthly fee to be part of your inner circle Facebook group where you do coaching, or maybe email coaching where every week they're going to get tasks inside their email account which they need to have done by the next week. So there's a ton of things that you can do. It's just being open-minded and having a think and seeing what's going to work best. So those are a few upsell ideas. So now we need the graphics. Okay, graphics are essential for your products. Now, Photoshop is a great tool if you know how to use it. Now, unfortunately, I don't. I have it. I've got Photoshop. I'm just no good at it. I can't use it. Everything I ever try creating just doesn't look as good as if I was to get it outsourced professionally. So alternatively, if like me, you're not that good at Photoshop, then you could outsource it to a graphics designer. Fiverr have loads of really well priced graphic designers, obviously for $5 a piece. Odesk, which I showed you before, you could post a job for graphic designers, or like I mentioned before and mentioned in the ebook, Steve at GFX1 is an absolute genius. He actually created the graphics that are on that page there, the funnel, 5-figure funnel platinum package. So you could either go through that link or just type in GFX1 into Google and you're going to find his website. I absolutely recommend him through the roof. He's a top guy, super fast, super affordable. So the types of graphics you actually need, you need product graphics. So for your front end, you're going to have the ebook graphic or video graphic, whatever your product is, okay? You could have a logo, you could have an ebook front cover. So if you go back to my ebook, 5-Figure Funnel Profits, the first page is a flat cover, okay? Then you need graphics for your upsells. So as you can see on this slide here, the platinum package is a DVDs and DVD boxes. Then you also need JV page graphics. So you need banners for your affiliate tools for your JVs to use. You need a contest graphic with the prizes, what people can win for promoting your product. Another good idea is a Facebook image for your JVs for when you're posting in Facebook groups recruiting affiliates, and for your sales page if you may be wanting to use a header or a banner at the top of the sales page, then that's an alternative as well. Okay, so those are the graphics that you definitely need. So the last slide which we're going to cover before we round this module off is the testimonials. Okay, time to give your product away. Now, some of you might be thinking, why the heck would you do that? But it's really important that you do. You need to get some testimonials for your sales page. Now, we will be covering this in a later module, but the testimonials are going to be real life proof, okay? People hit the sales page and they may be unsure, they maybe never heard of you before, you don't have any authority, you're brand new, whatever, but if they see that there's people there vouching for you, saying that the product's really good, it's a wicked product, it works, all this, and especially if they know those people, that you've got key figures that are well known in that niche, then it really adds a lot of clarity and a lot of authority to you and your product. So the way that you do this, I mean, if you've got friends already in that niche on Facebook or whatever, you could reach out to them and ask if they'd mind giving you a testimonial. You could also reach out to people in Facebook groups related to that niche. If you're in any coaching groups or close-knit communities, reach out to those guys. Or any forums that you're active in that are related to your niche. So for instance, a warrior forum for the Make Money Online niche. Obviously you'd be a bit careful because a lot of people will be asking for that for review access. So do make sure you limit it and you don't just post a link on your news feed as a status update on Facebook and let the whole world have your product, okay? Make sure you don't just make it public. All right, so that's it, guys. That's it covered. They're the keys that you need to create your product. You've got your niche idea. You've got your title now for your product. You've got your mind map mapped out. You're underway with creating your product and your upsells. You've got your graphics sorted. We're now going to be moving on to the next module, which is domain and hosting. We're going to be setting this up and getting it live online. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next module.